Hi everybody, I'm Dawn Meichert and thanks so much for joining me on Here's the Deal. So I've been answering viewers' emails this week, and actually I had a local friend ask me a question. Now Scott is a dyed-in-the-wool liberal, but he didn't understand the whole kerfluffle over voter ID laws and why Democrats were so against changing the laws to having a government-issued photo ID. So let's look at the woman who's become the face of all of this via AARP, Donna Scruggs in South Carolina. So Donna was born by a midwife in 1949. The midwife never filed a birth certificate. So Donna has lived her life as a home health aide using public transportation. She's never had her own car. Of course, she's never had to have a passport, and she's always voted. But now that South Carolina, along with about 32 other states, that are either have tried to adopt voter ID laws or have proposed to adopt voter ID laws. Now that South Carolina is trying to block her vote, she is hot on the trail of trying to obtain a government-issued ID, even though she doesn't have a birth certificate. So what has she used in the past? Traditional methods for Americans that don't have a government-issued ID that's always been accepted have been student IDs, utility bills, bank statements, credit card statements, their original or copy of their birth certificate. What Republicans are trying to do here, really honestly, is block the vote. These 33 states that have adopted these laws or are trying to adopt these laws affects about 11% of our population, which is about 20 million Americans. So we know they have more money than we have. We know they're trying to block the vote. In essence, if you can't buy it or you can't block it, they know that they're not going to win come this November. There's one thing I want to make you aware of. When they say that they're protecting the vote, listen to this. So the Department of Justice dedicated unprecedented resources to ferreting out polling place fraud over 5 years under the Bush administration. Not a single prosecutable case was found to exist. This is a non-existent problem, people. This is kind of like Republicans saying that Obama wants to come after your guns. It is a non-issue, but it's a way for them to disenfranchise older African-American voters and students, because according to the AARP, those are going to be the people that are affected by this the most. So look, here's the deal. If you can't get them to vote for you, you make sure that they can't vote at all. Thanks so much. I'm Dawn Meichert, and this has been Here's the Deal.